Understandable, except for the fact that she beat the groom by about 30 minutes, which once again made it weird for the rest of us. "I'm hurrying," I slur around my purple Oral-B toothbrush. My booted foot lands on the hardwood floor with an echoing thud. My third-floor apartment is small, and I swear the ancient glass-paned windows shake in their tracks when I hook up my other foot and let it land with the same level of force. As a former hockey player, I'm not the most delicate of creatures, though I've certainly spent the last few years attempting to slim down my muscular frame and act a little more feminine. I've succeeded for the most part, aside from my tree trunk thighs. I've accepted that we are now lifelong partners, for better or for worse. Jenny eyes me with barely concealed disgust when I spit in the kitchen and leave my toothbrush to conduct a balancing act on the lip of the sink. "What?" I snag my coat from where I tossed it over the Formica bar earlier. "You said that we're in a hurry." "It would have taken you an extra 5 seconds to do that in the bathroom." Her dark gaze pointedly flicks towards my shoebox of a restroom. 5 seconds, she repeats for effect. Rolling my blue eyes to the ceiling, I counter, "It's taken you 5 seconds to reprimand me, Mom. Shouldn't we be leaving?" Jenny concedes with a theatrical sigh, and I grin as I grab my car keys from the entryway table. It's not my fault that she's a stickler for certain things, timeliness, cleanliness, and a whole lot of other words that end with "-eness" suffixes that I can't bother to think of right now. We take the stairs, no elevator in my Cambridge triple-decker, and make our way to my car. It's a cute, white Prius, a 26th birthday present to myself from a few months ago. I say this as though I regularly buy myself expensive gifts. Not true. My last car was 15 years old and counting, a total death trap, and to get it to start, I had to spend 5 to 7 minutes shoving a butter knife into its gear shift as I whispered sweet nothings against the steering wheel. We parted quite amicably after she died and left me stranded on the side of the road in middle of nowhere, western Massachusetts. I slide into my new baby, patting the dashboard with a happy sigh, and tap the start button to the left of the wheel. The engine hums to life on cue. God, life is good sometimes. "We're not that late," I tell Jenny, as we turn off my street. A car honks behind me when I cut it off, but this is Boston, and I am nothing less than the driver my dad taught me to be, aggressively dickish. "In fact," I add, "some might say that we're early." Jenny grumbles into her thick floral scarf. "We're late." "Girl, we aren't Mel's maids of honor. We don't actually have to show up an hour early to this thing." We're on our way to our friend's bachelorette party, though the wedding isn't taking place for another month. We met Mel during our sophomore year at Boston University and have been thick as thieves ever since. Alas, Mel is one of 6 sisters, leaving Jenny and I to serve as mere guests at her wedding. This upsets Jenny way more than it ever bothered me. Despite having a more subdued personality, Jenny strangely lives for the moments when she becomes the center of attention. I, on the other hand, live for the moments when I can hug a wall and pretend I'm wearing my PJs and reading a book. When Mel informed me that she didn't have room for me in her bridal party, it took everything in my power to not fist pump the air. Thankfully, my responsibilities now languish among the just show up variety. Knowing that Jenny is wallowing in self-imposed guilt over our tardiness, I bring up a topic that I know will infuse the color back into her cheeks. "Do you think Gwen will be there today?" Jenny gives a little growl. "I hope not." I bang a Yui and head for Harvard Square, where Tea-licious, the start of our day, is located. Still feeling sour about it? "She flirted with my husband. Of course I'm sour about it." Mel's cousin Gwen is nothing if not classy. Ty put her in her place, though. Hell, 1 more second and I really thought he would Heisman her. There's another growl from Jenny in the passenger's seat. "First," she says,